Hi guys, this is Dr. Laura Ritchie. I'm a certified women's health and functional nutrition coach and doctor of physical therapy, and I am so glad that you are joining us for our virtual Essential Oils of the Bible class. And I had to wear this special shirt just for our class, guys. This is from the Root and Petal, and it says frankincense and myrrh, the Magi knew what was up. So I am so excited that you are joining us, or if you are catching the replay, welcome to the replay. Welcome to this class. And I first off just wanted to share a little bit about myself, introduce myself for those that are new, because we've had a lot of new viewers and people join our private essential oils Facebook group. So I really got into essential oils because of my own health challenges and health struggles with things. I was diagnosed with an extremely rare sarcoma called a desmoid tumor back in 2011, and it really made me evaluate my own health and healing and look for alternatives to support me along this journey. And I was so grateful that I found essential oils. I found out that I had adult hip dysplasia a couple years ago and was also diagnosed with Lyme disease a year and a half ago. So that really just caused me to look at ways to detoxify my life and just support my health in different ways. And essential oils have been such a blessing to me, and it's something that I've become really passionate about and I want to share with you guys. And as you're popping in, let me know where you're from. I'd love to kind of hear how you're doing tonight and where you're from, where you're joining us from for this class. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what essential oils are. So they are natural aromatic compounds, and they're found from different parts of the plant, from the seeds, from the bark, from the stems, from the roots, from the flowers, all these different areas of the plant, and they are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs, which makes them pretty powerful. And they've been used throughout history in many different cultures for their medicinal and therapeutic benefits with that. And we're going to talk about how essential oils were used throughout history. So the Egyptians used essential oils for medicine, for religious ceremonies, for beauty. Oh, thanks for joining us, Cheyenne. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to kind of hear as you guys jump in. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. For beauty treatments and in food, frankincense and myrrh were gifts from the wise men, and they were considered very, very valuable for their healing properties. We've often heard about those in the Bible. Frankincense, sandalwood, and myrrh and cinnamon were considered very, very valuable cargo along caravan trade routes, and they were often valued more than gold, which is pretty cool. So there was definitely value in these gifts that were given to the Christ child. And essential oils have been referenced many times throughout the Bible. Oh, hey, Kelsey, thanks for joining in. And they have been referenced 36 of the 39 books. Oh, thanks for joining us here in Amarillo, here in West Texas with me. So 36 of the 39 books of the Old Testament have referenced essential oils, and 10 of the 27 books of the New Testament mention essential oils. Altogether, essential oils are mentioned more than 500 times in the Bible, which is pretty incredible. For example, Proverbs 21:20 says, "There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise." And Revelation 22:2 says, "And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations." And Mark 6:13 says, anointed with oil many that were sick and healed them, which is pretty cool. Oh, thanks for joining, Joe. Yeah, I was just having everybody let me know where you're from as you guys are joining into the class. I'd love to hear how you're doing tonight. And essential oils, they work on a cellular level, which is pretty amazing. So the essential oil compounds are so small that they can aid in nourishing and protecting the cell. And we are our cells. If our cells are not functioning well, we are usually not functioning so well. And what's cool is they can work against cellular threats that both reside inside and outside of the cells. These are really, really powerful ways and tools that can support us. And they just help to support that healthy cellular integrity. So the essential oils really enhance and bring about health, bring about supporting you and how your cells are doing, which is really cool to work at that level, because how many times have we maybe been sick and gone to the doctor and we're told, oh, it's not a bacterial thing, just push fluids, just do this. And it's nice to have some tools that can support us in other ways for that too, which is really amazing. And actually, when your nutrition's on point, the essential oils, because they work at a cellular level, the properties are actually enhanced and they work even better, which is kind of cool. So there's different grades of essential oils, And we'll get into really talking about each oil specifically and what the Bible mentions about those oils and how they were used. But I wanted to just preface with quality of essential oils. I am an essential oil educator with doTERRA International, and when we're talking about essential oils, really I'm talking about doTERRA's essential oils. There is no governing agency that regulates the quality and purity and therapeutic grade of essential oils. So doTERRA has taken it upon themselves to create their own standard, which is CPTG. It's Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade Essential Oils. So what that means is doTERRA's oils are sourced from their indigenous regions. So for example, doTERRA's lavender comes from France, lemon comes from Italy, frankincense comes from Oman. So everything from the time of day that these plants are harvested to the soil, to the weather, all of that really affects the therapeutic property of the essential oil. So that's very important, is the sourcing. Another thing that's really important is third-party testing. So doTERRA's oils are rigorously tested by third-party labs to ensure their purity and potency so that you can trust them and that safety with your family. And they're also guaranteed to be pure from any synthetic stuff, we tend to call it's beyond organic because it's been tested so many times. So no toxins, no endocrine disruptors, no fillers that are in there. And this is where I really wish that we had smell vision with our virtual classes. That's where we're a little bit limited, because I wouldn't recommend getting essential oils from the health food store. For example, frankincense, I smelled that at the health food store and it just did not smell like the frankincense that I know and love and trust from doTERRA. It smelled like rubbing alcohol, actually. So all it has to be is 10% essential oil for them to write 100% pure, whatever they want on the bottle there. So I just wanted to preface with that. It's really important. And when we're talking about medicinal therapeutic value, the type of essential oil that you're using is really, really important. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys as we go along in this class, because I think that's a really, really important piece to mention with that. Now, there are 3 different ways that you can use your essential oils. One is internally. You only want to do this with a certified pure therapeutic grade oil that is safe for internal use. And if you don't know, you can always call the company and ask them if that's okay. This is where you can take it directly in the mouth. You can put it in a veggie capsule if you don't like the taste, or you can just drink it in water. And that's an option too. Oh, hey, Charlie, thanks for joining us. And if you are ever not sure if an oil is safe for internal use, doTERRA makes it really simple on the bottom bottle. It actually has a supplement facts here. And if you see that, similar to what you would see on a food product, it's going to be safe for internal use. So it's a really quick tip that you can just look and be like, oh, yep, I can take this internally, which is nice. And aromatic is another way that you can use your essential oils. This is diffusing them in the air or putting them on and smelling them, or just opening up a bottle. We'll use frankincense here and just smelling that right out of the bottle. This is the best way for emotional support or respiratory support. I don't know if you guys can see this here, but I have my little travel diffuser. I'm not sure if you guys can see the mist or not, but we got some diffusing going on tonight. I'm diffusing frankincense, of course, for our frankincense and myrrh for our essential oils of the Bible class tonight. And so aromatic can be really helpful for just supporting airways and supporting your mood. And then we have topical. This means you can apply the essential oil to the bottom of your feet. We have large pores there, so it allows for quick absorption and can enter the circulatory system within 30 seconds. And this is why it is so important that the essential oils that you're using are safe and pure. And just applying them to a local area. If you're having knee pain or if you need some knee support, you can apply it right to that area. If you're having a headache, you can apply it right to that area, wherever you need it. With some oils, you've got to dilute with a carrier oil because they may be a little bit warm. There are hotter oils like fractionated coconut oil or almond oil, some type of carrier oil, but just using them topically. This is a little bit about essential oils, what they are, and the safety regarding them. So now let's dive in a little bit and we'll talk a little bit more about essential oils of the Bible and dive in deeper. So I think we have to start with frankincense. And I was telling you guys, did you guys see this? My shirt here, frankincense and myrrh, the Magi knew what was up. I had to wear this for a fun class. So we have frankincense, and frankincense is known as the king oil. It's known as the baby Jesus oil. It was given to the Christ child. It is just a really power-packed punch essential oil. It's pretty amazing. There's so many things that you can do with it. Oh, hey, Kayla, thanks for joining us. So frankincense has 69 Bible references. that mentioned just frankincense. It was used in incense and in offerings, and we often hear it was a gift given to Jesus from the Magi. And it can be used for so many different things. Emotionally, this can really help to just connect you with the divine. It's often used in churches, during prayer time, all of those things. It can really help to just integrate that divine wisdom. So I often like to use frankincense during my prayer time with that. It can really help to support your immune system. It promotes cellular health. We all need more of that in our life. It can help to reduce the appearance of scars, and it's really great for supporting skin. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I had a little cut here over my forehead, and frankincense was something that I applied to that, and it just really, really helped for me personally with that. It's really great for cellular health, we mentioned, but also normal inflammatory response. So inflammation equals pain, and frankincense can help with that as well. It's an enhancer oil, which makes it so, so valuable, because whatever oil, essential oil you're using, if you pair that with frankincense, it will just help to enhance that oil and make it even more potent for you. So it's a very, very valuable, wonderful essential oil to have on hand. And the joke that we have is, when in doubt, pull frankincense out. So if you have absolutely no clue what essential oil to use for whatever you have a challenge with, use your frankincense. You can't go wrong with that. It's just a very, very powerful oil to help you with that. Great for prayer time, great for just kind of meditating over what you may be reading in your Bible or prayer time. And that's why they often use it a lot in churches for that. So just an amazing, amazing oil. Very, very powerful oil. It's my favorite essential oil. Let's talk about myrrh. So myrrh has 17 Bible references. It is used in anointing, embalming. It was also given as a gift to Jesus from the Magi. And it has powerful cleansing properties with it. So it's great for oral health as well, for healthy mouth and throat. It can also soothe skin or help with bleeding. So say you cut your finger, myrrh could be a nice one to pull out to support you that way. It also helps with skin and supporting a nice complexion, for emotional balance as well. And we mentioned that if you have a cut, you can use your myrrh, but it's also kind of known as liquid bandage, so that could help you as well. Oh, hi Cindy, thank you for joining us tonight. Let us know where you guys are from as you're popping in. I'd love to know. So emotionally, myrrh can help to assist us through trials and tribulations of life. And it just helps us to understand and cope with physical or emotional or psychological wounds. So that can be a really amazing oil if you're dealing with some challenges right now in your life. It helps to give us strength and really helps for us to enhance our experience of the divine. So helping with that divine connection, I think that's really powerful that both frankincense and myrrh do that, and they were both given as gifts to the Christ child, which is pretty cool. So lots of amazing things that you can do with your myrrh with that. Let's talk a little bit about sandalwood. This is another really great oil. So we have sandalwood here. It's one of the thicker oils, so I put a little dropper bottle on the top for convenience with getting it out. But sandalwood is referenced 5 times in the Bible. It was also used in embalming and also for perfume or in religious ceremonies with our sandalwood here. It can also help with reducing the appearance of scars. So it could be another really nice one for you to use on your skin. It helps to promote healthy, smooth skin. Can also help to enhance mood and also healthy urinary function, which is pretty interesting. And it can help to support seasonal, really just to support you with, we said healthy urinary function, and it has some grounding and uplifting properties to it. So a lot of the woodsier oils, the tree oils are very, very grounding with that. It's often used during prayer time as well. And it's a popular body fragrance. So for perfume and cologne and things like that, sandalwood is nice. This helps emotionally. And this is what I love about essential oils, guys, because it works on that physical, emotional, spiritual level. So emotionally, it can help to integrate healing on many levels, which is cool. So it grounds us and it can teach us to delight in our senses and can help to love ourselves. And I think that's a really important thing, especially on our healing journey. and just another way to kind of help with that connection between earth and heaven and just supporting us, especially in matters of the spirit. So that's sandalwood for you there, which is a pretty amazing oil as well. And let's talk a little bit about cassia. So cassia, it's kind of a sweeter smelling oil. It's kind of similar to cinnamon. There are 3 Bible references regarding cassia. It's used in the sacred and holy anointing oil given to Moses, which is kind of cool. And it's often used in perfume. So that's another way that we can use our cassia. It's related to cinnamon, as we kind of said, and it also helps to support healthy immune function. So cassia can help to support you in that way. It's a more warming oil. It has a very nice uplifting aroma to it, and it also helps to promote circulation. So that could be another oil that you could use if you needed a little help in that area. If you have some sore or achy joints, cassia could be a nice oil to use to help you as well in that area, and it helps to stimulate the endocrine system. So for supporting our hormonal health, which is pretty cool. Emotionally, cassia helps to dispel fear and replaces with self-assurance, which is kind of neat. And it can really help us to discover our own innate gifts and talents. So if you're needing some support in that area, if you're feeling rejected or judged or insecure, cassia, using that emotionally, could really help and support you with that. And we mentioned cinnamon a little bit. We can just briefly talk about cinnamon too, because it's kind of related to cassia. So cinnamon, it really helps in assisting with letting go of control and trusting in the divine, which is really, really important for us to let God come in and support us with our struggles and our trials that are going on. So if you need some encouragement, if you need some strength, some confidence, some motivation, cinnamon may be a nice oil to use to diffuse. It's a warmer oil, so if you put it on your skin topically, you do want to dilute with your fractionated coconut oil, but it's one that I use quite a bit, especially in my cooking, because it's very supportive of healthy blood sugar levels. So that's another one that I just wanted to mention in there because it is similar to our cassia with that. And let's talk about cedarwood. So cedarwood, it's really an amazing oil. Again, it's a woodsier oil. It's very great for grounding. It has 69 Bible references, and it is often used in purification rites and building material, building with cedarwood. And this oil, it's really, really great for sleep. Actually, it works really, really nicely. So putting it on the bottom of your feet can be very supportive with that. That's actually my favorite way to use cedarwood essential oil, but it's just a very, very nice oil to have on hand to support you with those issues. But it's my favorite for sleep, so that's what I use it the most with. Cypress is another really great essential oil. So cypress has 24 Bible references. And it's also used in purification rites, in weaponry, and also as building material. Emotionally, cypress is the oil of flow and transition. So if you need a little bit of help with life's transitions, if you need a little bit of help with surrendering to a higher purpose, cypress is your oil. Cypress is really great for that. The cypress trees can live to be about 400 years old, which is kind of neat. And it can really help to, again, it's the oil of flow. So things like supporting localized blood flow. It's really great also for soothing tight muscles or tense muscles, for supporting your circulatory system, for supporting white blood cell count, so immune system support and just enhancing your immune system with that. And it can be really helpful for oily skin as well to support you in those areas too, is cypress. Now, cypress is one of those oils that you may need to use on a regular basis for a little while before you notice a big difference. There's other oils that people notice a really quick difference once they start using them. Cypress is one that it's going to take a little bit while longer for that, but can be really, really supportive in a lot of ways there too. Just for healthy skin, uplifting your mood, all of that can be really supported by cypress. So let's talk about lavender. So lavender is another great essential oil. This is what we typically refer to as the gateway oil, because a lot of people are not sure about essential oils and they will go to lavender because it's one that we hear about most often, and they kind of get that exposure and start liking it and are open to using essential oils after giving lavender a try. doTERRA's lavender is sourced from France, and lavender is really the all things calm oil with that. So has these relaxing properties in it. It's really great for any kind of skin irritations that may be coming up, to just help support your skin to recover quickly. So think about bug bites, burns, sunburns, or if you accidentally burn yourself while cooking or something like that. Lavender is really great and supportive in those ways. Can help to ease muscle tension as well. So it's a great one to use for just whole body relaxation that you have there. If you have seasonal discomforts, so maybe at that certain time of the year you get something going on there, or like my husband, he has a sensitivity with cats and dogs, this could be a really great one to support you in that way. If you're having anxious feelings or feeling nervous or anything like that, lavender is nice, especially with stress or any kind of emotional tension that you have going on. Lavender is a really great oil to go to and use to support yourself in that way. It's one of my favorite oils as well. Works great for sleep. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. And doTERRA's oil, as you can see here, is safe for internal use. So you could actually add a drop to tea or take that before bed, and that could be a great way to support yourself as well with that. And let's talk about Roman chamomile. So this is one that we're really excited about, because doTERRA's Roman chamomile has been out of stock for quite some time, and we just got it back on December 1st. So a lot of us have been very excited about this. This is kind of the tension be gone blend to support you with that. So calming your emotions, lessening any muscle tension that you may have with that. It really helps for healthy immune system function, can be really great for supporting you in that way. It's got these therapeutic and calming effects with it, especially on the skin. Great for sleep, great for relaxation, and again, kind of similar to lavender, it has a lot of calming properties. So Roman chamomile is a really nice oil to have on hand, and we were so excited that it just came back. We have it now. And then I wanted to just briefly talk about just a few more oils as well, so that you are aware of them. Deep Blue, doTERRA's Deep Blue is the soothing blend. And this is a blend of several different oils. So it has German chamomile, blue tansy, helichrysum, osmanthus, peppermint, and wintergreen. And this is really great for muscle support, joint support. It has a warm and cooling sensation, so it may be a little bit different depending on the person if they feel that it's kind of warm or cooling. I feel like it kind of goes in and gives you what you need to support your circulatory system. If you've got exercise soreness, this is a great one to use. It's my husband's favorite oil because he plays a lot of racquetball. So it's really great for athletes. You can put it on before you do a workout or after to support you in that way, but it's just nice to have on hand to help support you in that way. Another one of my favorite oils is the Digestive Blend. So this is Digestion, and it is a blend of several different oils as well. This has anise, caraway, coriander, fennel, ginger, peppermint, tarragon, and it does kind of what it says. It helps you to just support you with digesting food. So it helps to soothe any stomach upset that you may have in that area. It's really great for a healthy GI tract. So if you need a little bit of support in that area, this would be a great one to use. If you need some support for indigestion, this would be another one to use as well. And if you're having any like occasional burning, anything kind of in this area after you eat spicy food, this would be your oil to help support you in that way as well too. And it's a great oil to just apply topically over the tummy area or wherever you kind of need that support, or you can take it internally. And the interesting thing is emotionally, Digestion helps with overwhelm. So when you bite off more than you can chew, so to speak, and are feeling very overwhelmed. So if you're feeling overwhelmed this holiday season, you could diffuse Digestion to support you emotionally with that as well. Breathe is the respiratory blend. And this is just a really amazing oil. talk about seeing results very quickly. Breathe will get you results very, very quickly. This is a blend of eucalyptus and laurel leaf, lemon, melaleuca, peppermint, ravensara, and cardamom. And just very, very powerful. It really helps to support and maintain a clear airway, to really support with your breathing, support with respiratory health. It can really help to kind of calm your senses and support mental clarity as well too. It's very, very popular with any seasonal threats that may be going on or seasonal discomforts. If you get the red, dry, irritated eyes and the coughing and the sneezing and all of that, Breathe is going to be a really great oil for you to use as well. I can't tell you how many amazing stories, transformational stories I have heard about Breathe. I'll give you an example. Somebody on our oils family was using an inhaler and it was actually hospitalized 3 times in the past year. And she started using Breathe and diffusing it and putting it on her chest and on the bottom of her feet. And there's also a Breathe vapor stick, which is very similar to this. It has the Breathe essential oil in it. And it's kind of like a natural Vicks, if you will, but it's in a really convenient, almost looks like a really big chapstick. So you can just roll it onto the chest or the bottom of the feet. And she was saying, oh my gosh, I used to just have to grab my inhaler all the time. And that was my first time thing that I always pulled out, but it was expensive. It was like $150 a month. And since then she was able to really support herself with the essential oils and noticed a huge, huge difference. And she's really having to use that. So that's really, really amazing. Breathe is a really, really great oil for any type of respiratory support. So definitely recommend you check it out if you need some support in those areas. And there's also a women's blend. So this is Whisper. And Whisper is a blend of bergamot, cinnamon, jasmine, patchouli, rose, which you actually can't buy a bottle of pure rose, but it's in this blend, sandalwood, vetiver, ylang ylang, and labdanum. And this is basically a natural perfume. So whatever we put on our skin, we really need to be cautious about that because there's lots of toxins and chemicals and endocrine disruptors, and they can affect our health of the thyroid and our adrenal glands and our sex hormones and all of these different properties in our body. So you want to stay away from the synthetics and the synthetic fragrances that are in perfumes and different things like in our cleaners and stuff like that. So this is basically a natural perfume and an upgrade, if you will. It can really help to calm the skin. It can also help to calm your emotions. It can help to balance your hormones naturally and support you in that way. It can really help with supporting a positive outlook. We could all use a little bit more of that in our life. And this is the fascinating thing about Whisper, guys. If you combine it and when you use it, it really just helps with the individual's chemistry. So it creates this unique, beautiful, personal fragrance, which is really cool. So it's going to smell a little bit different on each person depending on your own biochemistry with that, which is kind of fascinating. So an interesting little tidbit there about Whisper, but this would be a nice upgrade. So if you have somebody who wants some perfume for Christmas or something like that, maybe upgrading to Whisper would be a much better thing for their body and reducing those endocrine disruptors and chemicals and toxins from our products and from our home and just kind of getting rid of those things. And we also have, last but not least, On Guard. On Guard is the protective blend. It's really amazing. Anybody use On Guard out there? It's one of my favorite oils as well. We say it smells like Christmas and cleans like bleach. It's the really great oil for immune support, for helping you in that way. So it's a blend of several different oils. It has cinnamon and clove and eucalyptus and rosemary and wild orange. Oh yay, we're getting some likes and some hearts for On Guard. Yes, we love our On Guard. And for immune support, it's a big one. For promoting healthy circulation, it's really great. For any kind of airborne threats or seasonal environmental threats, this is a really great one to use. And what's cool about On Guard is there is clove in there, and clove has a numbing agent to it. So if you're having some discomfort, you could put a little bit on that area if you need some joint support, or say you're having a sore throat, you could take a little bit, put a drop in water and take that internally, or I make a sore throat spray using On Guard as well. Or doTERRA does have On Guard cough drops and Breathe cough drops as well. And the clove in there can just really help to numb that area and support that area of the throat, which is really amazing. So it is the protective blend. It is awesome. It's great to diffuse this time of year when people are getting under the weather and feeling kind of yucky. So I actually have a hip surgery that's coming up, and I've been putting a little bit of this on the bottom of my feet every day, several times a day, to just really work on supporting my immune system before I go into surgery, because we know that there may be some issues with the hospital that we could use a little bit of immune support, right? So I'm using my On Guard to support me in that way right now as I prepare for that. And yeah, so we've went through a lot of different oils. We talked about the essential oils that were mentioned in the Bible, and even a couple extras and bonus oils to go through and just tell you a little bit more about them, what essential oils are. They've just been such a huge gift to me in my own healing journey with everything going on, and I have just found great relief from them, because especially after the cancer, I really looked at detoxifying my life from everything from the food that I was eating to the chemicals and the toxins and the things in my home to even negative people. And they've just been a wonderful thing to help me get rid of some of the cleaning products and replace all of the stuff in my home with natural options that smell really good and support my health as well along this journey. A few little things that I just wanted to reiterate and just mention to you guys one more time. So we talked about how Roman chamomile is a really powerful oil and how it can support you. And I wanted to just let everybody know that Melissa essential oil, this is a Big Guns oil. This was actually out of stock for a long time, for over 2 years, and just came back in stock on December 1st. So we've been very, very excited about it. Melissa is the Big Guns oil for immune support, and it's one of the pricier oils. So typically I will go to On Guard if I need immune support, but if that's not kicking what I need it to, I grab some Melissa. You can dilute this. You can put 5 drops in a roller bottle and fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil, and it is still very, very powerful for rolling on the bottom of your feet, for rolling along your spine, to just support you in those ways. Melissa is a powerhouse. Emotionally, if you're dealing with some really, really dark, kind of depressive feelings, Melissa's going to be your oil to help you with that. It's very uplifting to support you in that way. So I just wanted to let everybody know Melissa is back, and Roman chamomile has been out of stock for a long, long time. I believe there was something that happened with the crop, like the crop was damaged, and that's one of the reasons that I love doTERRA, is if or those reasons, they're not going to sell it. They're not going to give it to us unless it passes all of those third-party tests. So these are both back in stock, and Melissa it came back for a little while and then was out of stock. We're back. I apologize about that. It looks like we have a little bit of a weak connection, so we'll hurry and finish our class really quick, but that's just part of the fun of virtual classes here as we go. So hopefully we'll have a good connection for the rest of the class. And please feel free to let me know if you guys have any questions too going on there. I also wanted to mention and give a shout out to Holiday Joy. This is the seasonal blend. It's amazing. It really does smell like Christmas in a bottle. So if you wanted something to upgrade the Lysol, the Glade plugins, any of that stuff that has endocrine disruptors, this would be a really nice one to use to make your home smell really Christmassy. You can add it to if you have little pine cones or something, make your own potpourri with that. You can put it in a spray bottle and spray it on your Christmas tree around that area. It's just great to get rid of the nasties and the artificial scents and things that are so common, and it's a great upgrade is to get your Holiday Joy for that. So that's another one. If you are new to essential oils and you are interested in getting started, please reach out to me. Let me know. I would love to be your mentor and support you on this essential oil journey. There is an amazing special going on with doTERRA right now where you can get a free bottle of frankincense. So frankincense is $93 retail value. It's a powerful, powerful oil. And we're back. I'm sorry about this, guys. The connection must be a little bit off, but frankincense is a really powerhouse oil. There's a way to get it free. It's one of the promotions this month with doTERRA. So if you'd like to learn more about getting free frankincense, let me know. I would love to help you. I would love to be your mentor and your support system along this essential oil journey. We have a family. We have a private Facebook group just for people in our oils family where I do additional Facebook Live education and answer questions and really help people, because when you come to the world of essential oils, it is a little bit like learning a new language. So I give my oilers lots of resources and support and tools to just help them along this journey and provide them with a wellness call over Zoom or the phone. I have a lot of virtual oilers that we just go over your health goals and make recommendations, and I just want people to feel really confident and comfortable with using their essential oils, making roller bottles, and just implementing those into their life to support their health and wellness along this journey, because it is a lifestyle journey, guys. It's very similar to taking your supplements or eating a clean diet, is using your oils and just making that part of your daily routine. So if you need a little bit of support, if you don't have an oils person already, I would love, love, love to be that support system for you. This replay will be up in our group until Sunday, January 1st at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So feel free to download all of the handouts that you guys have there, look over them, watch the replay as much as you can. Oh, hi, Bonnie. Thanks for joining us from Albuquerque. Very cool. And yeah, this will be here so you can watch the replay as many times as you want before January 1st, before the new year, and check out the handouts. I have one more class coming up. It's going to be on December 26th, and it will be recorded. And I typically wouldn't do a class right after Christmas, but since I'm having a hip surgery, I wanted to get that in. And this class is going to be all about essential oils to support you if you are going into surgery, both to support you before and after surgery. So I'm really excited about this class. It's something that I am doing these different protocols and using different oils to support me before I go into this. And after that class will be up for 2 weeks as well. And afterwards, I'm probably going to take a little break from teaching virtual classes just for my own health and healing, and kind of giving myself some grace and practicing self-care just like I do with my private health coaching clients, to really work on that piece. And then once I'm feeling good, I will be back at it, and I will be here teaching classes. This is something that I love. And I also do private health coaching as well. And that has kind of become a niche for me, is nutrition pre and post surgery, really helping to support people with different challenges that they may have. So if in the new year, if you feel like you need a little bit of support with nutrition or sleep or stress management or appropriate movement or self-care, anything like that, please reach out to me as well. And I would love to help you on this journey. So I hope this was helpful. Unless you guys have any other questions, if you do, feel free to post them in the chat and let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them. But we got through all of this material pretty quickly, which is great. And I can let you guys get back to your evening, but add those questions if you have any. And if not, I will pop off. But it's always such a joy to come here and talk to you guys and just be here to support you along this health and wellness journey. And again, reach out to me. There's some amazing specials going on in doTERRA right now. If you are interested in getting started and taking action and just adding these gifts to your home to support your health and your family, there is power in plants, which is for sure. So, oh, thank you so much, Cindy. Yeah, I'm so glad that you found it helpful. It's one of my favorite classes to do, and I feel like it's such a fun time, especially around Christmas time, to talk about this and really talk about what the gift of frankincense and myrrh meant and how powerful and how special that was. So very cool. Okay, well, I will let you guys get back to your evening. Thank you so much for joining, or if you watch the replay, thank you so much for catching the replay. And I will see you guys back here on the 26th for our essential oils to support you before and after surgery class. Have a great rest of your week and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and just a beautiful, blessed holiday season.